Hi everyone, my name is Bethany and I, along with my husband Sean, run Trash Pandas Thrift. We are a six-figure reselling business, and here on this channel, we share with you all of our tips, tricks, and experiences, also that you can start and grow your very own reselling business too. Today, I have got a Goodwill outlet haul for you guys, Trash Pandas Thrift style. I got something in every single category. Wait, no. Almost every single category that we sell, because it's a lot. Trash Pandas Thrift, it's our little monster baby, our beautiful monster. We sell men's, we sell women's, we sell vintage, we sell great brands, brand bolos, be on the lookout for style bolos in the same breath. We sell kids clothing, all of it. We even sell trendy younger adult clothing, mature clothing, wholesaling those as well. So this is a bunch of stuff, and they all have one thing in common. They are all from the Goodwill bins. However, I picked a selection of items that are definite items you want to be on the lookout for, especially in certain style aesthetics and materials, because we're really big material-based and style-based sourcers as well, even when you got great brands. So no matter where you're sourcing, retail store, charity at the shop, maybe even a garage sale, though it's kind of cold, or the Goodwill outlet, you can find these, pick it up, take a second look at it, and maybe you can make some money off of this knowledge as well. That is my ultimate hope. So let's dive right in. I am so excited. I have got such a full rack to show you guys. I'm going to show you as much as I can. I'm actually filming this right before a whatnot show, so I'm going to try to get as much packed in as I can. I want to show it to you guys before we sold all these bad boys off. Okay. All right, I am starting with my favorite piece, because why not? I can do that, right? Okay, this one is a vintage, new with tags, dead stock item that I am absolutely obsessed with. It is from the 1970s. Here is its little new with tags, dead stock tag, made in California. Look at that price. It was $5.96 at K10. And it is, oh, it's a size small. It's so gorgeous. Look at that little paper tag. So this is a stunning cottagecore beauty, and because it is vintage, true vintage for the 70s, that adds a ton of value, especially another big value factor. Really nice vintage style aesthetic, plus it's new with tags, dead stock. That adds a ton of value as well. Those lace trims, it's so feminine, it's so dainty, it's so romantic. Look at those puff sleeves. Prairie is another great keyword for this. It is absolutely a stunning piece. I was so happy to grab this one. True vintage cottagecore stuff has always been some of my favorite pieces to pick up. They've been a foundational style aesthetic for years, and as we keep seeing more feminine styles just keep being on trend every single year, we see these really hyper feminine styles. So stuff like this with that beautiful lace and puff sleeves, that's not going anywhere. That's only increasing in value. So I'm super excited about this one. All right, next up, this is a mature brand and a super expensive one that I really do like picking up. This is going to be Lafayette 148, New York. This shocked me. So I actually was looking up comps and retail on this the other day, and this is one of those brands where the sell-through rate is not amazing, but especially in certain materials, certain sizes, retail is crazy, and so is the resale value. This one is really nice. This is what I think about when I think quiet luxury. This type of brand definitely gives that vibe. Hundreds of dollars retail. It's actually insane when you look up the retail on some of these like more mature kind of capsule wardrobe type pieces. That's another keyword for this one. Minimalist, capsule wardrobe, quiet luxury, classy, elegant. All of those great keywords add value as well. This is a great brand to look out for, especially in more substantial pieces, especially if you wanted to get to move faster. I would just price it lower, especially because it's selling for so much already. This is an absolute bolo. I always like to say Ralph Lauren and their lines are some of my favorite brands to resell, and some of the best styles too. This is stunning. So this is actually a vintage piece, but this tag, I don't think I've ever showed you guys this tag before. It's been a minute since I've gotten it. This tag is Black Label Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren has quite a few super expensive lines. Black Label's one of them. A really great one as well is Purple Label. This one is a Black Label. It's also made in Hong Kong, which is so cool. It is a really stretchy, again, really nice, quiet luxury piece. That turtleneck is super classy and timeless. 100% cotton piece. This is what I mean by really nice luxury basics. This is completely on style right now. We're seeing a lot more modest, timeless, quiet luxury pieces, especially on the runway. And that translates, right, into retail stores as time passes. This one is a great example of a great brand bolo coupled with some great stylistic keywords you can add to add value. And on the flip side, now I'm going to show you something that's kind of the opposite aesthetic, but still a really great one. So this is from Anthropology, and this is pretty much the epitome of what I'm looking for in Anthropology pieces, because truly it's a style-based pickup. So this is going to be from a Kemi and Kim. It is a one size, really beautiful, almost kimono cardigan. It's got these really nice oversized dolman sleeves. Really beautiful boho, almost patchwork. It's got that really nice watercolor ombre effect to it. This is stunning. It's super boho. It's hyper feminine, but it's also maximalist, right? All of those beautiful colors, super maximalist vibe, something that's super on trend as well, because that's the beauty of style aesthetics, right? There's something for everyone. At the same time, maximalism is on trend, right? Colors and rainbows. I'm so excited when I find those, because personally, I love those styles and they're on trend. At the same time, we're seeing a shift where the exact opposite can be on trend at the same time, with quiet luxury and timeless, really luxurious basics. So there's something for everyone. There's so many style aesthetics at once, and they can all exist in balance. So I really love kind of keeping my eye out for every style aesthetic at once. So you don't only have to look for one. And if one is on trend, that doesn't mean another one can't be, if that makes sense. And if you're someone that lives in an area where you do have trouble, maybe you don't find a lot of vintage, you don't find some great bolo brands, you're having trouble with style-based pickups, I like to fall back on material-based sourcing. If I'm ever having a day at the Goodwill outlet, I'm just picking stuff up and it's dingy, right? Or I can't find good stuff sometimes, because sometimes I like to say the good stuff is there. I'm just not getting to it today. And that happens, right? I like to call myself a professional Goodwill outlet shopper. There's been times where we've went every single day of the week, 7 days a week for months on end. I am a trash panda. I live at the Goodwill bins, and yet, honestly, I have bad days sometimes. We all have bad days. That's when I kind of switch on that material-based sourcing part of my mind, and I start looking for really great materials in substantial features like this one. So there's so many things going on with this. I'm going to go one by one, though. So first things first. It is from Chico's, which is not exactly a brand bolo, right? However, I will say, I do like picking up vintage Chico's sometimes in certain styles. Don't ever write a brand completely off. And in certain other styles that are modern, they can have a ton of value as well if you market them the right way. Keywords are everything, right? Even with material-based sourcing. So this one, I believe you're 100% wool. Yeah, so she is 100% wool. It is a coatigan, kind of like a cross between a coat and a cardigan. Really nice sleeveless vest. I could also use the word duster cardigan. It's got that one button and it's 100% wool. Those are all really great substantial factors that add value. And at the same time, the color. The color is so perfect for right now, because style-based sourcing isn't only style aesthetic sourcing. It keeps in mind events, time of year, right? So red, holiday season, gala, event, party, cocktail. It's red, holiday season. That is a huge part of style-based sourcing as well. Coupled it with wool. And now you have a great piece from, honestly, it wouldn't have mattered what brand it was. It's those features that add value. All right, next up, I pick up pretty much everything cashmere in the fall and in the winter. It is my bread and butter. I always rely on it. It never fails me. I pick up everything 100% cashmere as long as it's in good condition. I put the ones with holes back. Maybe sometimes. If it's like a really nice high-end brand, they'll take it and go in the pile to fix. So I'll be like, hi, my mom, my mom-in-law, and I'll ask her if she can fix something for me. But that's like once in a blue moon. Usually we're only looking for really great, excellent condition cashmere. And this is a great, excellent condition cashmere piece in a brand you should know. This is going to be 360 cashmere. So when it comes to cashmere pieces, obviously season matters, right? You're going to get more money for certain pieces when you're on season. We pick up things all year though, so I'm still picking up cashmere in the summer. However, I know that I can rely on it as like bread and butter during the winter, no matter the brand. 360 cashmere is a good one to look out for, but honestly, I would recommend trying to keep in mind that you're looking based on material, right? And as you're digging at the Goodwill outlet, or even as you're flipping through racks, don't just go by brand tag, right? If you're flipping through racks, kind of feel it. If it's cashmere, take it out, take a second look at it. I do that at the bins. It works for me almost every time, as long as it's not a hole, right? If I feel cashmere, I take it, I run. I look at it later, right? No time to look. You just take it, and honestly, I'm really nicely surprised most of the time. Like this one, really great condition piece from a great brand as well, and she's cashmere. I've told you guys before, there are some great keywords for cashmere too. You don't only have to rely on cashmere. This is a great quiet luxury example as well. That's a really great keyword to use for cashmere in the fall and in the winter. I am so excited to show you guys this one. I was like a little worried that I didn't have as much vintage to show you today, but I have, looks like a good amount of vintage to show you, so I'm super excited. This is stunning. This is so good. I've been wanting to find a good Victoria's Secret, oh my god, I can't speak. I've been wanting to find a great Victoria's Secret piece to show you guys for a while now, like this one. So this is going to be Y2K. No, it is not. So the best part about Victoria's Secret, you can date it really easily. So I'm dating it right now because I'm looking at that third line right here. And you see how it says 0699? That means it's from June of 1999, which means we have a 90s piece on our hands. Very easily Y2K as well, and I would still use it as a keyword, to be clear, but it's 90s too, which is really cool. And it's 100% silk, and this pattern adds so much value. It's a baby doll slip. It's stunning. It has that really nice Asian inspired pattern. I think that's a dragon on it. That adds a ton of value as well. Certain slips can fetch a ton of money. As I like to say to you guys, you're looking for specific features. Silk is one of them. This type of pattern is one of them too. Love this. I love Victoria's Secret. This is a great example of a piece that stands out. All right. Next up, I have got some goodies to show you. Got some more comments about showing you guys some kids' clothes pieces. I shipped out a big box of kids' clothes right before this video, but I kept some kind of set aside so that I can show you guys the goodies, some of the best ones, honestly, because even if you're not like me and you don't really want to dip your toe all the way into kids' clothes, it's too much of a category for you to kind of understand. You don't want to take it to buy, sell trade stores. You don't want to wholesale it in bulk. Why wouldn't you if you're a Goodwill outlet shopper? But that's besides the point, right? There are certain pieces where if you're a reseller, period, you should at least take a second look at, because you might be missing out on money. And these are the ones that I'm specifically want to show you. So outerwear, kids outerwear. Take a second look at it. If you don't go to the aisle, go down it. I have found so much amazing kids outerwear, and honestly adult stuff too, in the kids section, just misplaced in there, right? Especially at a retail thrift store. And if you're at the bins, another great reason to look at it because it's so cheap per pound. This is a little Hannah Anderson. It is so cute. This is a really heavy duty jacket, ski jacket from Hannah Anderson. It's also a newer tag. This is a great example of an outerwear piece that could do well, especially if you are not trying to wholesale it in bulk. You don't want to take it to a buy sell trade store. This is something I put on along the same lines of I'm excited to get this, no matter if it was outerwear adult or outerwear for children. This is a great piece, great category to look out for, especially in this brand and others like Patagonia too. And next up, let's do, okay. This is an absolute brand bolo as well. So Resale value has went down on this over the years, but certain pieces can still fetch a pretty penny. And I just have such a, I don't know, I have such a nice place in my heart for this brand because of the style, probably. It's Ace and Jig. Stunning. They make stunning boho cotton pieces like this one. I think they're made in India. Yep, they're made in India. Best cotton. It's made in India. Look at that. It is just absolutely gorgeous. It's boho. It's almost art to wear. It looks artisan inspired, right? Truly a piece of art. That beautiful geometric, almost tribal pattern to it. Those are all super on trend as well. I would even, honestly, I could see cowgirl working for this as well. I could see someone wearing some cowgirl hat, some cowgirl boots with it. It's a great brand to look out for, and they make really great style-based boho stuff as well. Okay, now I'm going to show you 3 kids pieces in a category you need to look out for. If you're not looking out for kids pieces, again, we went over outerwear. This is another one. So I have 3 this week of brands that I look out for no matter what, and I'm hitting myself for leaving behind for years, for literal years. And for my parents, you know how expensive kids clothing is, especially when it comes to this material. This is bamboo. So bamboo in general is a material I look out for across brands, usually an indicator of a sustainable brand. Sustainable brands sometimes have a very, really, honestly, in-demand niche following, right? People are willing to pay up for them resale. Certain brands especially, this one is going to be Kite. This is a great one to look out for. You can even see right there, it has its little tag. I look out for Kite, baby clothes, kids clothes. I think they make adults. I don't know. But really great bamboo kids brand to know. Here's another bamboo kids brand to know. This is my favorite probably out of all of them. Ooh, actually it's not. There's one I didn't find this week that is my favorite. I will hold you guys in suspense until I find it. This is Little Sleepies. Look how cute. I love kids clothing because it's so cute. One of these, this is 0 to 3 months. This is $50. This is literally $47 retail on their website. It's insane. It is so insane. And I like to say, when you find one, you find multiple. I found 50 of these. I literally found 50 of these. And I will go days, honestly, at the Goodwill outlet where I don't find any kids' clothing. I find no good kids' clothing. All of a sudden, there's one donation and one bin is full of kids' clothing, and everyone walks by it. They don't want to look at it. They don't want to touch it. They're like, ugh, why is there a whole bin of kids' clothing? I'm running. Like, I'm running. I am running to that bin because I'm just like, money, 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 money. Because, guys, if you have 50 of these, right? I have 50 of these. I have a wholesale client, though. If I did not, right? My God, lock them up. Lock them up, especially when you find multiples of really great brands like these and you don't think it's worth your time to list one-offs. I think it is, depending on the brand. But list them in 2, list them in 3, list them in a pair, list them in a lot. It will sell, especially if you look up comps and they're good, especially in really niche brands like Kite, Little Sleepies. I just showed you like this one as well. And like this third brand I'm going to show you, another bamboo piece. This is another one I like to find. This is Kiki Pants. I love the names. They all look the same, right? So these are all like baby clothing. It's honestly all from the same donation. They're all really tiny. This one's 3 to 6 months. The rest of them are 0 to 3. I would lock them all up. And that's such easy money to the fact that honestly, it could pay for your entire haul. The rest of it is profit. This is not even stuff I would tell you to take to a buy sell trade store. You sell this yourself. This is really good kids clothing. If you don't look at it, this is like my part of the video. Every video where I show you kids clothes, maybe take a second look. Maybe. Just for yourself, see if it works for you in your business because you might just be leaving money behind. Especially my bin shoppers, especially if you're not looking at the kids section during the fall and the winter, you should. You definitely should give it a try. And next up, speaking of fall and winter means cashmere. Cashmere all the time, no matter what. And down jackets all the time, no matter what, especially if you're a Goodwill bin shopper. This weighs nothing. It weighs so little. I was so excited to find this because this is actually from Athleta. Little tag is cut off a little bit. This is 100% down. And it's a puffer jacket. It does not get much better than that, right? It doesn't matter what brand they are necessarily up to a certain point, right? Comps will vary a little bit depending on the brand, but this is an uplifter, a really big uplifter of value when you have down. I think we did an entire video on materials to look out for fall and winter gear. Down was one of them. These can be so expensive. Retail, resale, some brands are absolutely insane. Of course, you want to find the Arc'teryx and the Patagonia, but man, don't leave behind like the Michael Kors, the Uniqlo, the Athleta. They pay the bills. They pay our bills every fall, every winter. Actually, if you have a favorite brand, because I feel like everyone has their favorite brand of down jackets they buy year after year, tell me in the comments. Tell me what your favorite brand to buy in down jackets every year is. I'm always learning a new one, and sometimes I pick something up and I'm shocked. I didn't know they made down in the fall and the winter. Such a great one to rely on to pay the bills. All right, I'm going to end it out with a good one. If you are not looking at Y2K pieces, definitely this is my sign again. Take a second look at Y2K pieces. If you don't know what Y2K pieces are, scroll back on my channel. I did a bunch of vintage and Y2K hauls this past month. Look at any of them and I show you a bunch of Y2K pieces and kind of explain why they're Y2K depending on the piece. That's a really great starting point for you. It's also a huge style aesthetic that I think we have over 10 hours of content on deep diving in Resellers Edge University. It is one of the biggest style aesthetics right now. And this is my sign to you that this is something you should look out for as well. So I look out for Y2K Juicy Couture. There are certain categories in Juicy Couture that's going to fetch more money. One of them is tracksuits, especially when you have the top, you have the jacket, and you have the bottoms. I do not have the bottoms to the set. However, this is a super cool pattern, so I got it anyway. It is Y2K as well. I do want to say though, if you find a full set of a jacket and pants, you have yourself a pretty penny on your hands, at least $100. It is definitely something to make sure you're not just leaving behind because you're not aware that it's worth a ton of money. So I want to make sure that I show you guys this tag again and leave you with that little bolo note. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's haul. A little bit everywhere, and that is the best hauls, I feel like, because you see so many different things. The best day sourcing is when you find a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this kind of video, give it a like. Make sure that you're subscribing to us. It means a ton. Your guys' support has meant everything. It's the reason why we're able to bump up to 4 videos a week now. I think we're doing instead of 2, which I'm so excited to do. Today, actually, we make an entire day just of me making videos and talking and showing items to you guys, which is so fulfilling. I can't even express. So thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.